What if the billions meant to revive Nigeria's dead refineries were never spent, just transferred into secret bank accounts? That's exactly what the EFCC is accusing ex-NNPCL boss Mele Kyari of, and the fallout could shake the heart of corruption in our energy sector. This story strikes at the core of why Nigeria's refineries remain largely non-functional even after billions have been allocated. Alleged corruption at the top, opaque accounting, and possible systemic abuse. Here's what we know so far, what it means, and how this might finally force changes in how Nigeria manages its oil sector. What happened? The arrest and interrogation. On September 11, 2025, Mele Kyari, the former Group Chief Executive Officer, GCEO, of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, was detained by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, in Abuja. The reason? Intensive interrogation over funds earmarked for maintaining and rehabilitating Nigeria's state refineries. The interrogation follows earlier legal orders that froze 4 bank accounts linked to Mele Kyari at JI's bank, under allegations of conspiracy, abuse of office, and money laundering. Some of the funds under scrutiny amount to 661.4 million Nigerian nairas already traced to those accounts, which were allegedly used as fronts, for example, disguised as NGO book launch donations. The allegations: billions lost, refineries idle. The core of the scandal is the $7.2 billion turnaround maintenance program meant for refineries in Port Harcourt, Warri, and Kaduna. These are projects intended to bring refinery operations back from decades of decay. Yet, despite these massive sums, many of the refineries remain moribund, limited production, frequent shutdowns, or operating well below capacity. Premium Times Nigeria. There are claims that funds were diverted or misused, contracts awarded, payments made, but with little visible outcome. The EFCC is asking hard questions. Where did the money go? Who benefited? Who's involved and what has been uncovered? And not just Mele Kyari. Other former managing directors, MDs, of the refineries, senior officials, and administrative officers are reportedly part of the probe. Premium Times Nigeria. A civic group, Guardians of Democracy and Rule of Law, filed a petition leading to the freeze of Kyari's bank accounts. Those accounts were allegedly controlled via relatives or front companies. Premium Times Nigeria. Reports also show an 80 billion found in a sacked refinery MD's personal account, raising further alarm about systemic misuse of funds under the guise of rehabilitation. Why this scandal hits hard: corruption and accountability. Transparency failure. Even with enormous budgets, there has been little accountability for progress or outcomes. And in an industry so crucial to Nigeria's economy, this kind of mismanagement undermines public trust. Resource waste, billions spent, yet refineries still not reliably producing, meaning Nigeria still spends foreign exchange to import refined products. Institutional rot. The allegations suggest a culture where money is approved, transferred, and possibly diverted without sufficient oversight. Oversight bodies, audits, and regulatory checks appear to be bypassed or ineffective. What this means for Mele Kyari and the NNPC. If proven guilty, Mele Kyari faces serious legal consequences, charges of conspiracy, money laundering, abuse of office. Reputational damage is already high. These allegations could impact his legacy and influence future appointments. For NNPC, this scandal is a crisis in trust. Investors, partners, and citizens may demand stricter oversight, audits, and performance accountability. Lessons and possible reforms going forward. For this scandal to result in meaningful change, several measures seem essential. Transparent accounting: publish detailed audit reports for all refinery maintenance spending. Independent oversight: involvement of external auditors, regulatory bodies, civil society. Contract and procurement integrity: ensure procurement is competitive, contracts are executed transparently. Legal consequences: prosecute when evidence is strong, deterrence matters. Operational performance: tie funding to performance indicators, e.g. production output, uptime. Bigger picture: why this scandal reflects more than one case. This is not just about one man or one program. It reflects a deeper issue in Nigeria: how funds in strategic sectors like energy often flow through opaque channels. The oil sector has long been both a source of wealth and source of conflict between government promises and public expectations. With rising fuel costs, energy insecurity, and pressure for economic reforms, citizens are less tolerant of wasted public funds. The Kyari probe could be a turning point for how corruption is handled in Nigeria's energy sector. The verdict so far and what to watch next. Kyari has denied wrongdoing. He claims to have served with integrity and insists the allegations are part of smear campaigns. Premium Times Nigeria. EFCC continues to investigate. The bank freezes, account linkages, and funds traced are all pieces pointing toward either justification of the allegations or exposing weaknesses in governance that need immediate overhaul. Watch for court proceedings, forensic audits, and whether new leadership in NNPCL, under Bashir Ojalari, will enforce reforms and push for transparent management. Final thoughts. This is one of the most exciting and alarming stories in recent Nigerian history. It combines high-stakes finance, national infrastructure failures, allegations of misuse by powerful figures, and the possibility of accountability after years of impunity. For Nigerians watching, the implications are enormous. If the system can hold someone like Mele Kyari to account, it could signal a new era of governance in oil and gas. But if it fails, it will reinforce the cynicism many feel about whether the energy sector can ever serve public interest over private gain.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this update and want to stay informed with fast, reliable news, don't forget to subscribe to Newsflash 360. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Your next headline is just seconds away.